If you're a business owner, the number one piece of advice that I can give you from my experience working with over 1,000 entrepreneurs is never rely on one of anything, whether it's a marketing source, a lead source, a manufacturer, a way of generating attention. Never rely on one. And I'll share my own story and then tie that into my advice for you. I was at a point in my business years ago where I had one specific marketing source. Think of it as, YouTube, referral partners, Facebook ads. You want different ways of generating business, but I wasn't as mature in the growth of my business at that point. So I had one kind of whale, right? That's what you hear about in the movies and on YouTube, like find your whale, find a super referral partner. And I had that. They were sending me and referring me 6 figures a month in revenue every single month, like clockwork. And I thought I could just, sit back, keep, bringing in the clients from them and not have to plan for the future. I thought that would last forever. And I spoke with a friend of mine at my golf club. He's way ahead of where I am in business. And he told me, once I just shared, he's like, oh, what do you do? And like, you're young and you're like, you have this online business. So we were just chatting, and he was saying that in his perspective, he had the same situation. Like 20 years ago, he was in another business. I think he was selling yachts or chartering yachts or something like that, something along those lines. But he had a super client that was just sending him like 80-90% of his revenue of his business every single month, like clockwork. So he stopped marketing. He thought, oh, this is just going to continue forever, magically in perpetuity. I don't have to prospect. I don't have to plant seeds. I don't have to, get business cards going. I'm just going to sit back and relax on my boat all day. And he told me at one point that client either left the country or his business got shut down like overnight, finger snap, like overnight failure. And his income, my friend, dropped 90% in about 24 hours. Right? And he wasn't making $50,000 a year. He was making hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars with this one client per year. And he told me, you want to have whales, that's fine. You want people to do business with you. And if it's, YouTube or Facebook ads or a person referring you clients or manufacturing your products, that's fine. But you want sharks, then you want dolphins, then you want your minnows and your shrimp. If someone sends you a client every quarter, that's great. Maintain that relationship. He shared that story with me when I had the same situation. So I started planting seeds. Of course, if you develop a new marketing source, again, it's something where you plant the seeds today on, it's Valentine's Day 2025. You're not going to see the results on 2/15/2025. It's going to take you a quarter, 2 quarters, maybe even a year or two to really see the fruits of that investment, whether it's money, systems, people, time, etc. And I did that. I took his advice. I started building other relationships, other marketing sources and ways of getting attention and getting my name out there. And eventually down the road, that 6-figure a month referral partner was at 0. But I took his advice years at that point ago. I planted seeds and then I was fine. Just like investing, right? You don't want to have all your eggs in one basket with one real estate deal, with one stock, with one private equity deal or one business. You want to spread it a little bit. So same thing with your marketing sources. Think about if one thing happens, you don't want your business to get shut down overnight. Just like, again, if you were invested in a specific stock, one stock with your entire life savings, and something happens, then you're SOL. Right? So in your business, think about, do I rely on one of anything, one software? Where I look at, I think it was a year ago, all the dealerships in the country, almost like 80-90% of them, they had that software where then it got hacked and then they had to do deals on pen and paper, like the old days. One software controlled the entire everything in the entire car dealership network in the entire country. Acura, Lexus, it doesn't matter. So they relied on one of something, one lead source, one manufacturer, one even employee that does a lot of great work for you, but maybe you need to diversify. You need to have other people so that if they leave or if they have another opportunity, they've already trained their replacement, right? So think about your business. If you're a CPA, a doctor, a consultant, it doesn't matter. I bet you're relying on one of something in your business. And especially for most of my clients that come to me, they've relied on one source of marketing and leads, which is referrals. And I always say it's the best, but it's the worst way to generate business, because it's the best in that it doesn't cost you money. It doesn't take a risk. You're getting these leads that are warm, ready to buy, like they're good to go. It's the worst because you have no control over it. And that's why you're in business. You want control and predictability over the growth of your business, which of course is acquiring new clients and growing revenue at the end of the day. It's the worst because you can't tell a client, I want you to refer me 2 clients every month in perpetuity forever. It doesn't work like that, right? It's like maybe they refer you 5 clients this month and they never refer you a client again, going back to my example. So what I'd recommend for anybody watching, plant seeds starting today. Even if your business is going well today, that's the best time to start planting seeds. The worst time to start marketing and finding a new way of generating customers is when you're back to zero. Again, what if I stuck with that referral partner, then they went to zero? Then I'd be in survival mode. I'd be like, I don't want to invest in marketing. Like, I'm not making revenue right now. That's where a lot of people come to me and it's a little bit too late. They never invested in marketing. They never planted seeds. And then their referral sources are retired or they're not getting referrals anymore. Now they're stuck. And now it's like, I need this to work next month to pay my bills. It's like, you should have hit me up 2 years ago so we can really take our time and do this. So the whole takeaway behind this video is, number one, learn from my lessons and other people's lessons. So you don't have to go through the same brain trauma and stress that I've gone through. And of course, like I said, my friend went through, but it's happened also many, many, many businesses that they had one marketing promotion that just killed it. They thought that would last forever. And then, I mean, that's why some people, they were big on the radio. They were big even with TV. And now with social media, you know, they have no way of transitioning. It's too late. So for you, think about your business, especially on the marketing side. What is that one way that you're generating customers or attention or leads right now? And think about what percentage of your revenue is that. If it's over 50%, that's a whale that can come back and bite you and kill you. So try to have, even if it's 3 or 4 or 5 different ways of generating customers, so that if one gets knocked out or one drops 80%, it's an inconvenience. It's not a business killer. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.